And hello, sports fans. Welcome to Dish Gods,
the best podcast you haven't heard.
That's correct. As always, I'm your host, Max.
And I am Little Bear. And today we have a friend in the studio.
That's true. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks.
Friend, you want to introduce yourself?
I guess I could just go by Mr. Brown today.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Brown.
All right, chomping my flavor a little bit, but that's okay. What brings you?
We got the Brown squared going on.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
What brings you to the studio today?
Oh, gosh. I just got so much on my mind. I got to let it loose into the whole world here.
Right on. Well, we hope that we can find a lot of things to talk about today. Little Bear, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, actually. I'm over that shitty cold I had last week. I got my allergies in check for now. And I'm feeling fan-fucking-tastic today.
That's good. Yeah, me too. I'm over it. I went to the doctor. They gave me a lot of nice asthma medication, so I'm not going to be wheezing this episode. I can
Hey, there it is.
Yeah,
there
my lungs aren't all contracted and everything, so this is going to be a great episode. I'm feeling good. I'm jazzed up. I'm energetic. What's been going on with you lately, Mr. Brown? This is the first time you're on our show.
Yes,
tell us a little bit about
true.
yourself. Let's kind of get into it.
Longtime friend of Mr. Little Bear here, and first time person on the YouTube. Here,
Long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah, one of those situations.
Right on.
It's just great to be included today.
Absolutely.
Hanging out.
Our doors are always open. Have you heard the show before?
Only a few times, but yes.
Only a few times. Get the fuck out of my house.
Ah, shit. Well, if I have to, here we go.
Yeah, if you have to listen to every single episode. I mean, we're only 33 deep. That's a day and some change.
Come on, man.
Yeah, get with the program.
I'm pretty sure I was there for number one. I don't know. You have to go check my YouTube comments.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
We'll go through. But yeah, I mean, so you understand how the show works. Do you want to explain to the new listeners that might be here how the show?
Yeah. So we are here to dish on anything and everything, and that means everything,
especially everything.
Yes.
We're gonna go low and high, near and far,
high and low,
west to right,
all
of those directions.
Yes.
That we're known for going in.
North to ost and east to west.
All right, let's drop the moon speak for a second.
Wow,
excuse you.
Racist.
It's not racist. Speaking of racist, I would love to talk about kofifi, my favorite new word in the English language. Because the leader of the free world said it, so that makes it automatically a thing, right?
Automatically English.
That's how the dictionary works?
I guess.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, kofifi. What are your thoughts?
Well, personally, I think Donald Trump's a fucking moron.
Of course. But let's not...
we all know that.
I don't want to hammer on Trump. That's a dead horse.
Yeah.
That horse has been beaten to death, especially on our program.
Yeah.
I would like to just focus on kofifi, this mysterious word. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing?
Let's
things.
Discuss.
All right.
One, it's either an up-and-coming rap or a trap rap artist from Atlanta.
They call him,
Call him kofifi.
Okay.
Or
coming up big.
It's nuclear launch codes. He accidentally tweeted, that is when, he opens up a laptop, that briefcase, that they have handcuffed to somebody.
Yeah.
They open it up and it's a laptop inside, like you see in all the spy movies, and they go and they're type in launch sequence, whatever. Launch sequence, kofifi, enter, and it's launch will detonate in 30 seconds.
So Donald Trump has...
Because he's the only moron on the planet that would tweet something like that.
So he has Twitter open and he has the nuclear launch tab open.
Exactly.
And which you can control through Chrome, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And so he's on Twitter.
They got a plug-in for it, by the way.
He's on Twitter. He's typing out a tweet talking about the negative press. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to nuke fucking all of these press outlets. Fuck them. Kofifi, do it. But then he accidentally puts it in Twitter.
Exactly.
So that's your theory?
Yep.
See, my theory is that kofifi is an anagram.
For?
I did not think that far ahead. Maybe it's an acrostic poem, though, that we have to figure out. Maybe he was trying to do something romantic for Melania or Ivanka. He's a romantic.
Okay, so speaking of those poems, I was on Twitter because I saw that.
Yeah.
So I started kind of snooping around on some crazy right wing pages, and it was something along the lines of, like something about veterans fighting every day for freedom or something. Like, who the fuck has that much time on their hands
to fight every day for freedom?
Like, yeah, it was something along the lines of that, but it was like how he tweeted this specifically for veterans, but he did it in like a code that only, quote, people in the military would understand. And it's like, no.
Well, maybe that's what Kofifi is.
Moron.
Maybe it's like a secret. I mean, none of us have had military service, I'm pretty sure, in this room.
I have not.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I got like 8 years, dude.
Yeah, 8 years in the fucking military?
Yeah.
Fallout doesn't count.
Oh.
Speaking of Fallout, let's change gears for a second. You have a new addiction.
Sim City.
Yeah, I want to talk about your new Sim City
eating
addiction.
My life, dude. It is eating me alive.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this whole issue you've got going on now.
Okay, so I haven't been I didn't play it at all today.
Really?
Is
that just because you've been at work?
No.
Okay.
That is the God's honest truth. I have not played SimCity at all today.
Because you were going like 7 days straight, right?
Close.
Yeah.
Addiction.
But that is only because I forgot to charge my phone last night, and I got maybe 2 hour charge time this morning, and my phone's literally about to die.
So it wasn't by choice.
No.
You were forcing.
So the game eats a lot of battery life. So usually when I play it at night, like I'll just turn on, some TV show or whatever, and I have unfortunately my phone can't charge through like a USB plug-in.
Okay.
It can, but it's super slow.
Yeah, but most of them are.
My phone uses what they call inductive charging.
Okay.
So it's wireless charging. It just rests. It rests against the charger, and it charges the battery.
Those new like charging plate things.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's one of those. So I'll sit there with it resting on the charger at night, and I will play SimCity for hours, and I will forget to go to bed, or I will just fall asleep, like playing
because you sleep sitting up. So
yeah,
it would
so
work out.
It's super easy for me to like play and sleep at the same time, which it works out because most of the time, if it's a freemium game, which pisses me off so much. Fuck you, EA, for doing this.
Yeah,
by the way,
doesn't handle their games very well.
I mean, at least if you're gonna make SimCity for like your cell phone, at least make a version that I could just purchase right off, right out the gate.
$8.99.
Dude, I would be willing to pay like $20 for it.
Oh wow, yeah.
For mobile SimCity.
Yeah, and at least that would get rid of the fact that I would have to purchase anything else in the game later on. Just give me the full game for $20, and I'll play it.
Do you have any experience with The Sims, Mr. Brown?
I do not.
Really? You've never played any version of it?
Okay. I have played the computer version of The Sims.
Yeah. Like
circa 95 to 2000 era.
Regular vanilla Sims.
There was no people there.
Yeah.
It was just buildings, railroad, highways, things of that nature.
Okay. Yeah, I have dabbled with The Sims. I used to. My mom was really big into it. She played Mahjong and The Sims. That was it when I was growing up. So me being the rambunctious person I was, and I needed to have an outlet for that, I would ruin her Sims.
No way.
I would. She played Sims religiously. She had the first one. She had 2, 3 expansion packs, all kinds of stuff.
I was the same way.
So one didn't really offer that much in terms of character creation. That's where I really shine. So, I would do things like, build a house full of toilets and light it on fire, just really absurdist kind of things. I was really, that was where I was getting a feel for my art. Then Sims 2 came out and everything changed because Sims 2 had one of the best character creators where you could really stretch them out and make them look really fucked up. So I just created these accidents, these like abhorrent creatures, like these godlike mistakes. And I would just populate. Like she would go and she'd spend all this time designing houses and making these families and doing all these things. And then I would just go in and I would populate the entire. She would do one family at a time, and I would just go in and just take 2 hours and just populate the entire town with these monstrous families. But my favorite, the one that I'll always treasure, it was a family that I created called the Meaners. I was probably like 12 or 13 at the time. Everybody had a terrible name like Cunt Face or Dick Licker.
That's what I name everything that I play.
Cocksmith. Just
if
crazy
you're ever
shit.
online and you come across any sim or you're playing Battlefield or whatever, and you come across like Cunt Face or just Cunt, you're probably fighting
anything
me right
cunt
now.
related.
Anything cunt related, you're playing against me.
Good to know. But yeah, and this family, they're my crowning achievement because I don't know why. They were this like incestuous family of like runaway clowns. They all had like Asperger's. I made them all terrible people. And somehow I was able to finagle the system that I just fucked with it enough. I didn't like hack it or anything. It was just like all like a weird clerical error that the game made. It just couldn't comprehend what was happening. That I was able to create the son, and then I made the son married to the dad.
Oh.
So I made the whole family tree, and then just with enough fucking dragging around, I just got them both up there, and the son and the dad were married, and it was the best. And they had like, it was, I just fucking kept pressing add family member until it would not let me make any more. So there's just all these weird, ugly babies running around.
You're pretty sick, Chubbs.
Does that mean the dad's, husband is also his own stepson?
No, it's his biological son.
But it's also a stepson because he's also the partner and the child all in one.
It gets really
It's very
messy.
true.
I couldn't keep track. And this family,
Your father's son.
your father's son, and my son dad, or
Husband, daddy.
Husband dad.
dad's been.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, and this family, I set it up so it's like, oh, this guy's evil. He hates kids. He's unintelligent, whatever. But there were like toddlers or children running around, and one day my mom's playing the game, and this family just comes over. They just walk into the fucking house, and one of the kids starts drinking out of the toilet.
Oh no!
And at that point, I was like, I'm done. I can never do this again because nothing
I broke
will be
The Sims.
Yeah, nothing will ever be as
broke
good.
The Sims.
The Sims was like, you know what? This is what this fucking mistake would do. Just let it drink out of the toilet. Hopefully, it's dead. So that's like my experience with The Sims. Is just creating these.
That's an adult beverage right there.
Cracking it open. Yeah, I'm laying off the adult beverages lately.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
I'm doing a
20-day cleanse.
Doing a 20-day like extreme.
Fuck, I don't want to say. Can I take that back?
Okay. What do you want to call it?
I don't want to say cleanse.
What do you want to call it?
So, ugh.
It's more of a diet.
Yeah,
I'm doing like that superhero like Marvel thing where like, oh, I've got a shirtless scene coming up, so I got to slim down.
Right.
So yeah, I'm doing 20 days, no drugs, no alcohol, no dairy. I'm eating basically like chicken and
plain
eggs,
chicken,
like
spinach,
plain chicken, spinach,
eggs, brown
eggs.
rice.
Yeah, it's like I'm super miserable.
Is actually it's a pretty healthy.
And I'm throwing
know?
stuff in there like tomatoes and peppers and
Yeah,
things
get your
like
veggies
that.
in.
But yeah, I'm fucking miserable. Like
It's all about the condiments, my friend.
oh man, now I'm
Good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
I'm staying out of that, man. I'm just trying to like really get back to my glory days, and I'm working out every day. I am miserable. I have never been more depressed than I am right now. But luckily, I saw an article that talked about the benefits of sadness. Like I'm going to have a better memory. I'm going to have better judgment. So there's some benefits to being just like sad.
Are there
all
any
the
other
time,
benefits for Sad Max that we should know about?
other than looking amazing? Because I've already lost like 4 pounds.
Congratulations.
I'm on day
Congratulations.
11, so it's
Now tell
working.
me about it. Going through a breakup or something like that puts you in a lot of stress. You
Yeah.
lose weight naturally. You don't even have to try.
Man, I got to get on that. I got to get stressed out. I don't know. I just find it hard to get stressed. I find it hard to like attach myself to things that are
really?
stressful.
Really? Max of all people finds it really
No,
hard to get stressed
That's
out.
anger that you're hearing me express. It's not stress. I'm angry. I'm not stressed out.
Anger leads to hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Use your own Mr. I love Star Wars. Dude, oh my God. I forgot. Mr. Brown here loves Star Wars.
All right,
It's true.
we're going to get
Grew up
into
on it.
So maybe you two could have a circle jerk, just stand next to each other and, kind of Dutch
It's more of
rudder.
a sword fight because lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I was thinking you guys could just Dutch rudder each other.
When we get
Next
back
thing you
from
know.
the break, how about we talk Snoke?
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, we're going to talk Snoke and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
Little
gonna
Bear
get
likes it.
pretty heavy
Yeah.
in the second half here.
Why is everything so heavy? best song of 2017.
Gross.
Calling it
Gross.
So, how are you dealing with your Sims addiction?
Pretty well. I stopped myself last night from purchasing something from the freemium section.
Was it just simoleons?
Yeah, they have the simoleons, and then they have like it's like this green, like it looks like money because obviously you purchased it and you used real money to use it. And this essentially just like speeds up the game. Like, like you have to usually wait, 2 hours or an hour for something to complete.
Wow, this game
building.
sounds great.
Waiting a couple hours just for something to happen.
For a tiny virtual building on your screen.
Well, the thing
to
is,
be like,
is
oh, here's a fucking skyscraper.
You're not supposed to be just like staring at your screen the whole time. Okay. It's what it's meant for.
It's an idle game?
Yeah. So like you start something and then you press the home button, you turn your phone off or you close the screen, you walk away, and then when it's done, it'll prompt you.
Gives you push notification.
Yeah, it'll say, "Hey, this is done. Come back and, join the game again." So it's not like I'm sitting there like staring at my screen for 3 hours.
But you said that you play it for hours. What do you do
because
during these
there
hours?
are other things. You can you create resources, you go to other cities. You actually see like other players' cities.
Oh, wow.
And so the most time so when I'm visiting other players' cities, what it does is it'll give you like a gift. And it's usually
gifts.
some other resources, and you can use those resources to expand your city. Whoa. Instead of building them yourself, you take from other people.
See, I'm amazed at how this game
I'm literally
isn't
just plundering other cities.
I'm
for
really
hours.
attached to the idea of leaving it alone for a couple hours. It sounds like the perfect game for when you're at work.
Really?
You start it before your shift. You come back on your 10, maybe your lunch break. Maybe you get another 10, maybe a bathroom break. You're just constantly coming back every couple hours just to feed the addiction. You're pressing that button.
Exactly. That's all it is.
Oh, man.
Mr. Brown's got it.
I'm not a big fan of the idle games. I've tried it before, and I just end up getting like too absorbed, and I end up waiting. Like there's this tower defense game that was also
so basically SimCity for the PC is essentially the same thing, except it's not an idle game. You literally have to be sitting and watching your city be built, and it still takes the same amount of time.
So SimCity Mobile's an improvement.
Yeah, because you can just close the game and walk away, and it still runs in the background.
You can't ever walk
How
away.
long will it run on its own?
Eternity. Forever.
Even after you're dead, this virtual monument you've built will remain.
Yes,
as a testament
until
to
it gets to the point where like your Sims become so unhappy that they all leave your city, and then they say, "Oh, Mayor Cunt's a fucking cunt," and they.
Are you really Mayor Cunt in the game?
I am.
That's amazing.
Actually, it wouldn't let me name myself Cunt, so I think I'm Gaping Valley.
Gaping Valley.
I'm Gaping Valley.
Like, once they're done with Gaping Valley, they move to Twat Town or something.
Yep. So if you're ever on SimCity Mobile, look me up. Find my city. I am Gaping Valley.
You know what? I might get SimCity just to visit your town, and I'll fucking start plundering you.
I need to see screenshots of this or
All
something.
Right. Yeah.
Please do.
You know what? I'll do it. I've been looking for something else to do. I'm going to get SimCity.
Do it.
I promise you. Right on our break, I'm going to download it.
All right. So it sounds good.
We'll try it out. Before we get into the break, one little thing I want to touch on. Kathy Griffin. Let's just touch on this.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't believe how
we went down a road, but
big of an uproar people are getting over this.
Where do you kind of land on the whole situation?
I think she is well within her rights.
Well, let's clarify
to have done this.
Do you want to clarify for people who may not know?
Basically, she had was it Mr. Brown? Was it like a rubber head or was it a paper mache?
I was under the impression it might have been a Halloween mask.
Yeah,
type of thing.
It's kind of looked like a Jason mask painted up and like with a wig on.
To look like Trump.
To look like Trump. Had like blood running down the face, but it looked like it was decapitated, and she was holding it by the hair. I don't know the caption for the tweet that she said or put out. I just saw the picture.
Yeah.
And everyone was in an uproar. They're like, did she break the law? Did she break the law posting this picture? It's like, no.
Yeah.
No. Anyone can say.
Or do anything.
Yeah, I hope the president drops dead.
Well, who was it? Luca last week said that he wanted to crucify the president.
Yeah, and he is well within his rights to say that. Although, that is the freedom of speech.
I have yet to receive a follow-up from the CIA.
Which I find very interesting that all these right-wingers are so offended, but yet at the same time, they will turn around and go, this is my freedom of speech to say this, but it's not your freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of speech.
It's only freedom of speech when it's something I agree with.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it goes back to the old debate of like, okay, if there's freedom of speech, does hate speech fall in line with that? And it's this huge gray area. But the thing is, like, she got fired, right, from CNN.
She did. She lost her job at CNN,
which I find interesting because there's two schools of thought that I have on it. Which is, one, I think that CNN as what's supposed to be an unbiased media outlet should not have fired her. Because, you shouldn't. Yeah, that's showing bias. It's showing we're in favor of this.
Let's also be clear. She's not a full-time anchor or employee of CNN. She only co-hosts the New Year's Eve celebration.
Yeah.
So
very good. Very good call.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
They're friends, apparently.
But
hang on.
Okay.
I'm really sorry to interject. I'm going to kind of go off on a little tangent here.
All right.
Speaking of Anderson Cooper, did anyone watch the reality series that he hosted back in like 2002 called The Mole?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh my god, dude, that had me dug in like a mole. It was actually pretty good.
Okay,
it was good. But anyway, I digress.
What was The Mole? Now I'm curious.
No.
Okay, we have to look it up. All right,
we'll find out after the break.
Okay, we'll talk about it after the break. But yeah, so that's my one school of thought is they shouldn't have fired her because I feel like it shows bias. But on the other hand, it's kind of like as a public figure, as somebody who is presenting, news and media and information, is it irresponsible? Because it's like teachers, right? Like I had a teacher in high school. She was like a government teacher, and the first day of class, she's like, "I'm a liberal Jew." So then I went to school in Arizona, so there's a lot of kids who are like Republican. Mm-hmm. And they felt uncomfortable voicing their opinions in the class. It was inappropriate and irresponsible of the said teacher. And I'm going to call her out. Fuck you, Mrs. I'm going to bleep her name out.
Beep.
But I could not, to me, it just seems like it's irresponsible for this woman who, like, we have like musicians and actors who take stances on certain things. But as a news, fucking spouting person, don't you think that maybe you might want to refrain from doing something as outlandish as that?
As like Mr. Brown pointed out, she's not a news anchor.
That's
She's
true.
Literally
she hosts the New Year's block.
Just hosts New Year's.
Yeah, that's true.
And that has nothing to do with news. That's just hey guys, we're here at Times Square.
Well, fuck that.
And we're going to watch the ball drop,
Yeah, fuck that school of thought.
And so,
probably was just on her private Twitter.
Yeah,
and
what are we, 6 months
really
away
was.
from anything CNN, New Year's related? So, I mean, that's kind of scary when you think about it. You're like a part-time, very part-time. You only do this once a year, and your once-a-year gig gets canceled because maybe this would have been perfectly acceptable, say if it was like Halloween, or maybe if she did New Year's on like Comedy Central. Perhaps this would be totally fine, but because it's CNN, we got to take it like to the max. Everything's got to be 100% serious here. She's probably gonna have to do a public apology.
No, fuck.
And if she doesn't, she won't ever work again.
If she does, like I don't even follow Kathy Griffin, but if she does, I will definitely not follow her.
Yeah, I will no longer be interested. You know what, Kathy Griffin? If you're looking for work, we could always use somebody on our show.
We need an audio technician.
Dear Kathy Griffin.
Hey, if you're looking for work, we need an intern, some kind of coffee bitch or something.
Yeah.
That
sounds good.
Somebody to organize my fucking schedule. Yeah, with that, why don't we go to our break, and we'll be right back with more wonderful content.
And a huge thank you to Munchery.com for sponsoring Dish Gods. This is our last episode that they are sponsoring, but we also had a $50 giveaway, and I'm about to announce the winner.
All right, drum roll, please.
And that winner is Mr. Bob Thomas. You have won $50 to Munchery.com.
Yeah, check your inbox.
Check your inbox. We will direct message you on all social media platforms with the code to enter at munchery.com. You have $50 to spend on their website for anything and everything, and that includes free shipping.
Use it in good health.
But if you aren't aware about Dish Gods, though, if this is your first time listening and you made it this far, you can find us on Twitter at Dish Gods. You can find us on our website at www.dishgodscast.com. And you can find us on YouTube as well. Or check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/dishgods.
We're also on Google Play, iTunes, and Stitcher, as well as a multitude of other places that you find podcasts to listen to.
Yes, we are.
If you find us on any of those, please subscribe and rate. Every little bit helps out.
Yes.
We're trying to get some stuff.
Please rate and comment. And comment.
That helps out a lot. We are attempting to get syndicated on a network, and that would go a long way towards helping that happen, or even just help us get more sponsors so we can continue making the show for you, because that's what we love to do. I have a personal message I'd like to give out from a Mr. Max Brown to Max's dad. He was recently in a motorcycle accident. Luckily, he's okay, but just a little PSA. If you're riding a motorcycle out there, wear your helmet, folks.
Wear your goddamn helmet. It's a brain bucket for a reason. Wear it.
Some places don't have helmets, or they don't have laws that require you to wear a helmet. Every place has a helmet. But yeah,
the land without helmets.
That one state that just does not, they outlawed helmets. Welcome to Montana. We don't have helmets. Fuck off.
Montana and Arizona.
So yeah, my dad's making a good recovery. However, he wouldn't have been having to make this recovery if he had worn his helmet. So let's all send him some good vibes and
way to go, Carl.
Way to go.
Dumbass.
So claps for him. Is there anything you want to plug, Mr. Brown?
Mr. Brown, anything?
Oh gosh, I hadn't really thought about it.
Anything at all?
Let's plug good old-fashioned orange juice.
Yes,
With vitamin
good
C.
man.
Let's get a tall, cool glass of OJ.
Yeah.
With pulp or without?
You know, I got to go without.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Clear,
man.
nice,
Ouch.
crispy glass of OJ. You
No,
don't.
no. I'm a pulp man.
Ew. That
I'm a
explains
pulp man.
so much about your personality now.
I don't like to chew my orange juice.
Yeah, thank you.
Chew
See,
it.
this is my brother right
chewing?
here.
You just swallow it whole.
I'm
That's
sure
what
you
she
used to
said.
swallow
Oh
it.
yeah, I do. You know it.
Well, on that note, we are going to go out of our ad break and back into the show. Thanks
do
for
it.
sticking around.
Let it out, and it comes out of your mouth and out of your nose, and it goes back into your mouth, and then you are a literal shit sipper.
Wasn't this on South Park already?
Yeah, I think we're stealing some bits.
We
there.
are.
All right. A little comedy theft to start out the second half of our
Yes.
episode. Thank you for...
It wasn't supposed to be recorded.
Just like Amy Schumer.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We put her on blast aplenty on this show. Fucking joke
fucking Amy
thieving.
Schumer.
That's neither here nor there. First thing I want to talk about,
Uh-huh.
Snoke.
Commander
Commander Snoke.
Oh, yeah.
What are your theories?
Supreme Leader Snoke. Oh gosh, I've heard. Well, let's just put it out there that I've probably heard all of the theories about where he could be from or what he's all about. Is he human? Is he not human? Is he from the past? Is he from the future?
Is he Plagueis? Is he Anakin from the future? I've heard that he's not like a Sith Lord. I heard he's just like a rich guy who's into like Sith artifacts and
Might
stuff.
just be a casino owner or something like
well,
that.
apparently there's that casino planet in the
He wears
episode
gold
8.
robes,
Yeah, the gold and red robes.
kind of like Trump.
How can you tell that he's wearing gold and red robes when all the fucking holograms are just blue and white?
No, it's like Rian Johnson, the director for episode 8. He had mentioned that Snoke was going to be wearing red and white.
Well, also the toy packaging came out already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's wearing gold on the Lego packaging.
Interesting.
Jesus Christ.
Lego.
This
they're
is
the best
why I
at
hate the
spoiling.
fucking Star Wars universe.
So what do you... What are your theories, though? Do you think that he has...
Don't turn my microphone down.
If you're going to talk shit about... If you're not going to contribute to the discussion, I will mute you.
All right.
I'm
going to have to put that fucking thing in the middle of us.
This isn't...
Slap your hand away.
This is a democracy. This is not a... Just because I'm closer to the mixer doesn't
This
mean that I
isn't
get
the
to
Russian
run.
oligarchy in the 1800s.
Yeah, that was eons ago.
What's an eon, by the way?
It's like 10 years or some shit.
Yeah, I think so.
So, do you think that Snoke has any like Sith training, or do you think he's just kind of going off of?
Oh, I'm fairly certain he's going to be using the Force.
Okay. So you think he's a Force user?
I believe so. I do not think he's going to be what we would call a Sith Lord or anything like that. I think he's just
like a Force sensitive,
kind of like an old badass dude who has the Force and has used it for, all the wrong reasons, potentially. Maybe that's how he got all his money. If he's rich, it remains to be seen. But I don't know. I think he's going to turn out to be a lot more powerful than we all expect him to be.
Really?
Like, it was kind of a surprise when you watch Return of the Jedi, if it's a surprise first time you see it. The Emperor busts out with his lightning, and that was really the first time you're seeing it, because obviously the prequels were made after that.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get something kind of on par with that. It's just going to be something new, something different, because they want to wow us a little bit, I think.
I agree. I feel like Snoke isn't going to be powerful. I think that they're going to go the opposite direction with it, and he's actually just going to be this frail, old dude who's all talk but no action. And, he's going to... Because apparently
I like that.
He's not in Episode 8 a lot. Apparently, they don't answer a lot of questions. They don't really say anything. So I feel like in Episode 9... If this happens, Luke is going to find Snoke. He's going to track him down, because Snoke is who the fuck knows where.
Right. We don't know where
so Luke's going to track him down. He's like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker for stealing my grandson or nephew. And he tracks... Same
difference.
Yeah, same fucking
Uncle
thing.
Daddy, right?
So he breaks into Snoke's fucking palace. He hunts him down, and Snoke the whole time was trying to get off his planet, and he's freaking out. He's like, no, no, no. And Luke corners him, and Snoke's like, please don't kill me. And then Luke's just like, nah, motherfucker. I'm going to chop that little dick off and shove it in your mouth. Here you go. And Luke and then Kid Rock starts fucking playing, and Luke just...
My name is Luke.
It was a very, tough decision for the studio to make, but I think it was the right one to include Kid Rock. To include an orchestral version of Kid Rock's, what's that song? Bada Dao Bao?
I have no idea.
Whatever that song is.
Day Bao Bao.
Not that song, but I don't think Kid Rock wrote that one. But
Day Bao Bao.
Well, and I base this off of nothing.
Bao with the Bao.
But
yes, an orchestral version of that.
I've had this idea cooking in my head that potentially Snoke wasn't always the villain character. Let's go between the big movie franchises.
Yeah.
So there's 30 odd years between the original trilogy and this one we're catching up on now.
Yeah.
And maybe at some point Snoke and Luke were allies, Force or not. I tend to think he did have the Force, but that's just conjecture. But my idea is, okay, here's what I'm getting at. The scars. He looks really messed up. He's twisted up. Mm-hmm. I think the only reason he's still alive is because he has the Force, because his body's so contorted and broken. Yeah. Anybody else would just be dead. And on that note, I think it's Luke who fucked him up in the first place.
Okay.
And through some turn of events, we got Luke. He's out. Is he on the run? Is he in hiding? Yeah. Or maybe he's just on a knowledge quest and he's about to come back and fuck shit up once again.
I would love... Well, because... Okay, so in the trailer for The Last Jedi, Luke says it's time for the Jedi to end. So maybe, this is a theory that's already been discussed, but maybe Luke's just like, you know what? The way that this is... I wanted to kill Snoke, but because I'm a Jedi, I wasn't allowed to. So... And that didn't work. Look at all this bullshit that happened. So, fuck it. I'm done. Fuck the Jedi. I'm going out. I'm doing Luke. I'm a fucking...
Right.
Look, big dick swinging on campus.
You're done with the rules, right?
He just fucking go... And then, now that Rey's there, he's just going to go through the universe and just fucking murder everybody. And it's going to be Logan for Star Wars, where Luke's just going to fucking cut motherfuckers down left and right. I would love to see that.
Well, it is just a rumor here, but we are supposed to get some sort of awesome scene between... Luke and the Knights of Ren. Apparently, I don't want to say too much because, spoilers. Whoops. I guess I should have said spoilers 10 minutes ago.
This is all conjecture.
That's true. Yeah. But apparently they land on the big battle at the end of the movie is going to be taking place in space above the water planet that Luke and Rey are on.
Okay.
And then the rest of the baddies are going to, take their ship down and have the big epic lightsaber battle and all that stuff. And apparently we're going to get to see Luke really unleash some hell.
Luke fighting 7 Knights of Ren would be
he looks like
amazing.
he's like crotchety and he's like 65 and he's like, fuck this Jedi shit. I've had it enough. They killed my students and then, once they crash his party, he's going to be like, fuck it. All right, here we go. Time to chop some heads off.
Can I lay my Rey theory down on you?
Please do.
Okay, so this is kind of a stretch, but I feel like this would be a cool backstory because if Rey is related to Luke and if she's related to Obi-Wan, I am done. Because Obi-Wan was such a devout Jedi that there's no way he would break the code just for some poon, okay? I don't care if he's on a desert planet. My man knows how to jerk it.
Wait,
right?
Are you at all familiar with the Clone Wars series?
Yeah.
Okay. Duchess Satine?
Yeah, I understand.
There's potential there.
But I don't, okay. If Rey is related to anybody we know, I'm going to be pissed. So here's my theory. Here's what I want to happen.
Okay.
So after the Return of the Jedi, Luke's kind of traveling around trying to recover or destroy all the remnants of the Sith. Okay. And like recover Jedi holocrons and things like that. So at one point he finds this ancient like Sith planet, like where the first like Sith temple was erected or something.
Okay.
And there's like one Sith dude there, like one ancient Sith guy who's just kind of hanging out. So he's there, and Luke comes on the planet, and he's kind of like almost an assassin. He's just kind of tracking him, and Luke he feels something, but he doesn't know. So then he fucking like approaches Luke, and then they fight, and it's this really crazy battle. Luke maybe gets cut up a little bit or something, but he kills the Sith Lord, right? And he's in this temple. He's like, okay, I got to find it. And all of a sudden he hears a baby crying. And he's like, what the fuck is this? So he goes and he finds a baby, and it's Rey.
Okay.
And he's like, and Rey's basically like a Sith heiress, right?
I like that.
Like she's like, the same way that like Anakin was apparently created by the manipulation of midichlorians or whatever. Rey was that, but with the dark side.
Okay.
So Luke is like, oh shit, like, okay, there's this baby. I can't kill it because it's like the Sith thing, but I sense some light in it. Let me bring it back. So he brings it back to the Jedi Temple, and he's like, okay, I'm going to like raise her and sort of like help do all this stuff. And then when his fucking own nephew, his own blood, turns to the dark side, he's like, well, shit, if like Leia's kid can go to the dark side, this Sith fucking Empress to be is definitely going to go. So he wipes her fucking mind. He puts her on this junk planet, and he's like, all right, that's taken care of. So, but then when on episode 7 at the end of the movie, when they have that moment where they see each other, the look on Luke's face is one of fear.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy look.
Because he recognizes her, and I know that like in the fucking trailer, he's all like, who are you? So this kind of debunks that a little bit, but he's like, I recognize this person or this energy source or this force that you're exuding. And he's like, oh shit, she fucking came to kill me. Like, she's got my saber, and she's got some honor in her, so she's gonna fucking fight me, and I'm too old for this shit. And it's just like, oh shit, I thought the Sith were done. I thought I fucking got rid of it, and now she's fucking here. So that's my theory on Rey's origin.
It's a pretty cool theory.
I think that would be like the best way to go about it. It's interesting. It gives her a lot of mystique and intrigue. Kind of shows that she could dabble in the dark side a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you think, Little Bear?
Oh, what?
How's your SimCity?
Oh my god, I haven't even been listening. I've literally been playing SimCity this entire time you guys have been talking. I haven't listened to a word you guys said.
Well, maybe we should get into something that you can weigh in.
Hang on 1 second.
Well, here, let's see if I have anything to follow up that with. I mean, who knows? Maybe Rey is, descended from Snoke himself.
That could be interesting.
Like,
there's
literally
just on all
I heard while you guys were talking.
Yeah.
Don't do the dork. Let's talk about something you can't talk about. Let's talk about the burrito situation in Oregon.
Yes. Cultural appropriation version 2.0.
So this is a pretty drastic fucking story that we're gonna lay on you here. So fucking get ready. Ready your spirits, because they're about to get crushed.
Yeah. Strap in. Burrito paradise is lost.
Strap in, strap on.
We
get
lost
ready.
it. So in Portland, Oregon, Max, do you have these ladies' names?
I don't have their names, but I have the names of the business, which is Kooks. Kooks. It's probably Cooks, but it's spelled like Kooks. I'm going to try to pull their names up while you tell the story.
So the Kooks burritos, these two ladies, they decided to open up a burrito shop,
an honorable mission to go upon.
Legitimate business. they decided that, hey, if I'm going to make a tortilla handmade, I want to go to Mexico and find out how they're made. You know,
I want to do it right.
I want to study how it's done. Just like in I don't know what that popular Netflix show is. A Master of None.
Oh, I have their names.
Okay.
Callie Wilgus and Liz Connolly.
Thank you.
Okay.
So in Master of None, Aziz Ansari,
Dev
travels
to Italy.
Goes to Italy to learn to make pasta, where his mentor there tells him
to go back to New York.
Go back to America and open a shop to sell pasta.
Said pasta that she taught him how to make.
Is he appropriating Italian culture?
Yeah, he's Middle Eastern, so he's
no,
appropriating.
He gets a pass on it though because he's brown.
Because he's brown.
Yeah.
So these two ladies, they go to Mexico, and they're like, I want to learn how to do this right. They're like, these tortillas are delicious. I want to recreate this. So they go to Mexico. They learn as much as they can. They get all the information. So when they get back to Oregon, they spend days, day and night, like perfecting this recipe. They're like the refrigeration techniques, mixing every little detail of these tortillas until they got it fucking perfect.
Yep.
Once it was perfect, they put them on the market. Wasn't soon after that they got shut down.
The local paper for Portland, the city of Portland, the paper there, the major paper there, wrote an article bashing them, saying that they were stealing and appropriating the Mexican culture, and essentially slandered and libeled their business to the point where it made them close their doors.
Yeah.
If I were those two women, I would be suing the shit out of that newspaper publication.
And these fucking burritos
for any of my lost business, plus the cost of me having to shut my doors.
These burritos looked fucking delicious. And I don't know about you guys, I love a good burrito.
Great. Yeah.
Like we've discussed
Let's
this
reach
before.
out to these ladies, by the way.
Yeah.
We're going to reach out to them.
Yeah. And I mean, we've discussed this. Burritos are the perfect food. Hands down. Like there's nothing better than a burrito.
They are the perfect vessel for carrying any type of anything.
Even Burger King, you can get the Whopper in a tortilla wrap.
Are you kidding me?
It's called what do they call it? A burgerito or something like that.
Wow. Fuck you, Burger King.
Yeah, fuck you, Burger King.
What was it? What did they call it? Nice white.
Oh yeah, polite white supremacy. Yeah. This article that we
apparently
read about
Burger King is a nice white supremacist.
Polite white, and that's the thing.
You're a polite white supremacist.
In the article that we read this about, they called it polite white supremacy, and it's excuse me. So
whoever came up with this, just go fuck yourself.
Because Little Bear, you're half Puerto Rican and Caucasian. I'm half black and Caucasian. Jesse, you're...
Oh, I'm just the whole shebang.
Yeah, you're the whole shebang.
It's like all of Europe plus some Native American thrown in there.
So by that account, I'm like literally only allowed to make like cornbread and collard greens and chitlins. And like if I fucking make a burrito or a taco or some fucking shrimp scampi, I should go and fucking shoot myself on the head because I'm fucking culturally appropriating anything.
You're a racist.
Yeah, so you better not. I better not see you without anything but pulled pork. And Mr. Brown, fucking if you have anything
cabbage over here, let's
just anything
keep
but
it
cabbage,
Irish.
Keep it Irish.
Yeah,
you just stick to your
boiled
Guinness
potatoes.
Yeah, there
no
you
flavor.
There you go.
So yeah,
no salt either.
Oh, geez, who wants salt?
So where does it end? And have you guys heard about white fragility?
Oh,
fragility,
is that like
white
snowflakes?
fragility. So apparently, it's this thing that
where white people are super sensitive about everything.
Yeah, exactly. And how
where does it draw the line where it's like, okay, someone's not just being sensitive, like, oh, you're just sensitive because you're white, and it's like, I'm not being sensitive because I'm white.
You're just racist because you're white.
I'm acting this way because what you're saying is just really fucking stupid.
Well,
at what point does it just become like, do you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth?
There's no
right
logic.
Now?
It's just it's like the trendy topic.
Exactly, and it's like, oh, you don't agree with me? You're a fucking racist. Racist.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
racist.
There you go.
And it gets to the point where like this white fragility thing, technically right now we're contributing to white fragility because we're saying like, oh, these white ladies got their business shut down because they took something from Mexico. And it's like, no, these are two hardworking business women who just wanted to make a good goddamn burrito, an honorable fucking mission if there ever was one.
And by the way, we should we're gonna post a picture.
Okay.
When I post this episode on Twitter, I will attach a picture of these burritos.
Fucking burritos,
and they look amazing.
Yeah, I would travel down to Portland to try these fucking burritos.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Whoever said that these burritos shouldn't exist, go fuck yourself.
That's an evil thing. The world is hard enough. We don't need to create less burritos in the world. Okay, excuse you, sir and or madam. How fucking dare you? These women are trying to deliver an authentic Mexican/Hispanic dining experience and bringing that over to the Portland area. And that's fucking wrong? Are you fucking kidding me?
By the way, what about all these people that open up the poke shops? Mm-hmm. You know,
you
talked about
just
that.
opened down the street for me.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Way back in the day.
You pointed this out to me the other day. We were driving to a bar. There's a fucking Korean guy who runs a burger shop.
Yep,
like right down the fucking street. He shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I mean, by all accounts, if you want to keep it consistent, keep it consistent.
Keep the rules fair for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, keeping it fair for everyone. Why is this Korean man opening up a burger shop, which are truly 100% American, which all these, crazy SJWs you're talking about, if you're Americans just pretty much just you're the white male classic American. Yeah. And some Korean man shouldn't be making fucking burgers.
Yeah. It's a fucking travesty. And then didn't something happen in Evergreen College? Here?
Somebody showed up with the burrito and they had to close the whole campus down.
Oh my God.
No, they had a what was it? Like a multicultural day.
Yes.
But they asked for no white students and or professors to be on campus during said multicultural day.
No white faculty, period.
Yeah, or students.
So no faculty either.
No, it sounded like it was a completely Caucasian-free campus.
Wow. Yeah, that's not blatantly racist.
This is
at all.
multicultural, so everybody except your culture doesn't matter. Fuck off. And this isn't a matter of like white celebration or white like pride or any bullshit like that.
No, not at all.
Like we have to stop boxing anybody out.
Yeah, it's pointing out the blatant like
desperation.
Like you said, it's multiculturalism. But yours.
Yeah. Okay. So what if you happen to be from Armenia or something, and you're east of Turkey. You've got really pale white skin, but you've got practically black hair, dark brown eyes. You might be considered white to some, but to some you're practically Middle Eastern. So were those people not allowed on campus?
No, I've brought up the same argument. A lot of people were saying how white people shouldn't be allowed to belly dance. Because that's cultural appropriation.
What is cultural appropriation?
But yet, look at a majority of the population of Turkey, where belly dancing originated from, and a majority of the Turkish people are pale-skinned.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, maybe because there was a mass immigration from Europe that went to Turkey at one time, and they all bred with each
like
other.
40,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that
all of a sudden, now they're all pale-skinned?
Didn't you, Mr. Brown, say that pickling is from like Mongolia or something?
I believe it's traditionally from the Tigris Valley in ancient India.
Yeah, so nobody except for India is allowed to fucking pickle shit.
From the Tigris Valley, though.
So pickles are fucking cultural appropriation. That trend, unfortunately, Little Bear, we predicted it wrong. That needs to die down because that's cultural appropriation.
Yep.
We could deconstruct the whole cheeseburger. I mean, you got pickles, tomatoes. Where's the bread come
French
from?
French fries.
Palm free?
Hey, potatoes come from Peru.
I mean,
They're
French are
actually
white
South American.
though. The French people are white, so
but it's a French.
It's a wash.
Thing,
it's a whole wash.
So,
according to all these crazy people now, anytime anyone doesn't matter where you're from, you could be in the Middle East and be a white person, you're still a racist.
I would love.
They will completely overlook the fact that you're from this region, and they will look at your skin, which is, by the way, I don't know. Some of the greatest civil leaders in the world said, don't judge a person by the color of their skin.
Yeah.
Judge them by their character. And that is exactly what they are not doing.
Yeah. I mean,
they're looking directly at your skin color and going, you can't do this because you are this color.
Some of the shit that I've been seeing, and I'm going to give a quick shout out to Andy Worski here, because he does bring some attention and he kind of helps
the ski man
show some of this.
Tread lightly.
Franny from MTV and Lacey Green and all these crazy SJWs. He kind of brings light to that. Yeah, Mr. Worski, if this reaches you somehow, we'd love to do a show with you sometime. but there's just something about the fact that it's constantly being defined and boxed in, and I would love to get one of these crazy ass SJWs on our show and be like, hey, us as two light-skinned, multi-fucking racial people, where do we exist?
Watch, they'll go, oh, I didn't know you had that background, so let's just talk about that. And it's like, no, I want to talk about how you were being blatantly racist without actually knowing what you were talking about.
And can we fucking kill the term reverse racism? Can we just put that to rest forever now? Because
it goes one way. It happens between different kinds of people.
Yeah. I mean, I never subscribe to it, and it's like
racism is racism.
Yeah.
There's no
just because
ins
it's
or
against
outs.
just because it's against a light skinned person doesn't make it reverse. This isn't the Cupid fucking shuffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So
I have a question or two about the burrito situation.
Yeah, please.
So, when a restaurant opens up, there's usually a write-up, a review, some sort of, paper or media attention.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm sure these ladies, when they were describing, where their inspiration came from, they went into detail, yada, yada. We went to Mexico. We did it right. And that's probably where the backlash started. So
yeah.
Do you think if maybe they just kept their mouths shut on where they learned to do this, or maybe if they made crappy burritos, they'd still be open? And on that crappy burrito note, I'm assuming the burritos are amazing, and that the people that wanted this burrito shop shut down probably never ate there.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally with you. I'm going 85% of the people that gave bad reviews and or just like vomited shit out of their mouth to help shut down this business never ate there.
Yeah.
Well,
they just jumped on a bandwagon and said, oh yeah, they're fucking racist.
I have the original article that we discovered this on, and I want to read a quote from the magazine Mike, M-I-C-S, their headline about these two ladies. These white cooks bragged about stealing recipes from Mexico to start a Portland business. Now, I don't know how observing one thing and then coming home and testing it and perfecting your recipe over
so anyone that has ever made waffles at home, you're a fucking racist and you're stealing culture from Belgium. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, wait, you're not stealing it because they're white. You don't steal culture from white.
I have a from Portland Mercury. I want to read some of this article that they read. Portland has an appropriation problem. Because, they had that poke shop in Portland that we talked about.
Stealing fucking...
This week, in white nonsense, two white women decided it would be cute to open a food truck after a fateful excursion to Mexico. It's not like they went to Mexico and were like, what would be cool? Let's just learn how to make tortillas.
They just stole a food truck from Mexico.
Yeah.
And,
we just stole it,
family.
drove it back up and said, hey, Paco, get the fuck out of here.
So, and then they go, the owners of Cook's Burritos all but admitted in an interview with Willamette Week that they colonized this style of food when they decided to quote unquote pick the brains of every tortilla lady there in the worst broken Spanish ever, end quote. And then this article on rare.us says the fundamental contention of both articles is that white Americans went to Mexico and exploited the labor and methods of people in color without compensating them in typical colonial style.
So would it be any different if two Mexican American, like born in America, Mexican American people, whether it be male or female, went to Mexico, took some recipes in the same fashion they did, came back and said, because they were born and raised in America. They have no idea of like, they may have like Mexican culture, from their family or whatever.
Abuela,
an abuela, whatever. But then they don't understand like the recipes or whatever. They were never taught that. They were just raised 100% American. So they go there and they take these recipes. Now they come back and everyone would be like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Authentic Mexican food.
And it's like, really? What is more racist?
Can I touch on the exploitation really quick?
Sure.
I'm sure they eyeballed the kitchen a little bit.
Is it Mexploitation?
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
We should call the episode that.
But what I was going to say is,
that's it.
That's it.
Probably how they dissected these burrito recipes primarily was ordering the food.
Well, it was just
eating
tortillas.
it, and just the tortilla.
Just the tortillas.
Just
That's
the
all
tortillas.
That's
the
all
big
they wanted
thing.
to learn is just how to make, roll,
'cause,
stretch
okay,
the tortilla.
There's not a lot.
I mean,
can put,
YouTube could show you that too.
but there's not a lot that you could put in a burrito that would make it bad. You throw chicken, rice, and beans, and
sure.
cheese in a tortilla.
Yeah.
You've got a burrito.
Throw a
You've
little
got a good thing.
sour cream and cilantro. You're fucking set.
I do want to read this quote though from this article.
All right.
So there is a Google document circulating that lists restaurants in the Portland area that aren't appropriative. So there's a fucking thing that's like, okay, you want Korean food? Don't go to this place. A white person works there. This place is run by a Korean guy. But then it goes, this is, I don't know who this quote is from, but it goes, quote, this is not about cooking at home or historical influences on cuisines. Kind of seems like it is. It's about profit, ownership, and wealth in a white supremacist culture.
Oh my
the
God.
note at the top of the list says.
Oh, you mean owning a business in America? That's about making money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
In
not
a
about
white supremacist
It's not
culture.
about white supremacy. It's about making money,
Yeah.
opening a business, and keeping it open.
So if they owned a Taco Del Mar franchise, are they equally as guilty?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. How?
No Taco Times, no Taco Del Mar,
No Taco
no
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Even
Like-
though that's like the whitest Mexican food ever,
I don't know. Taco Bell. kinda
only
hits the spot.
Mexicans are allowed to own Taco Bell.
Yeah. So like, what the fuck? Where does this really leave us?
Where does
like,
it end?
Like, what about donut shops? What about Krispy Kreme? Shut
What
it
about
down.
them? Why?
Are donuts American?
No, they're not.
Yeah. So fucking shut that shit down.
Yep.
Donuts are like probably German, right? Or
Something
Belgian.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
German,
It
Belgian.
seems like that kind of
whatever.
European area. I just
So we can't have no tacos, no burritos, no. We can't. What else is there?
are you? And here's my question: are we allowed to eat these foods?
No.
Can we
no.
consume them,
You
or
can't
can we not
consume them.
make
You
them?
can't make them in your home. You can't go to a place and purchase
You
it.
can't learn about
and
it.
if you do, there's going to be people out on the sidewalk yelling at you and calling you a fucking racist.
Yeah, you think that if
Quit
people
exploiting burritos.
Yeah. Oh, that gyro that you wanted tomorrow? Forget
Can't have it.
Oh,
Forget
man.
it. You fucking
Can't have
racist.
it.
Forget
right.
it. You're appropriating Greek
and
culture.
what about fruits and vegetables, huh?
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez.
Oh man, here's a
'Cause
whole
how many-
nother one. Kiwis, forget about it.
Bananas,
Nope. South American.
melons, mangoes, coconuts.
Nope.
Oh, not coconuts.
Yeah, definitely not coconuts.
And I mean, and then
Not unless
like,
you're Islander.
if we're getting to like cultural appropriation,
I'm allowed to eat coconuts because
Yeah.
they grow in Puerto
you're a
Rico.
fucking island boy. But
You aren't allowed to though.
but it gets to the point where it's like, is it just a purely geographical thing, or does it get into your demographic where, okay, unless you were born in this region with this
No.
ancestry,
See, they don't go that deep though. Like I said
should.
earlier, they don't go that deep though.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, they purely look at the color of your skin. They don't care that you're a half black, half white man. They only see white.
Yeah.
Hey,
So for you, go fuck yourself.
Well, I mean, I
you're automatically racist, Max.
I can go incognito though. I'm allowed to make fried chicken.
Oh really?
I think I can fucking
You got
sneak
a
it in there.
You got a bucket of Crisco back there.
bucket
and
of
some fried
Crisco.
chicken.
Oh, you know it. Get that wild
chicken
melon
and waffles.
going.
Oh yeah.
It's the perfect cultural match.
Oh man.
Dude, that sounds so good right now.
Well, am I allowed to make
damn.
waffle? Am I allowed to make chicken and waffles? Is that the only
No,
Oh, I don't know.
because see now
instance that I'm allowed to make
I mean
chicken and
you
waffles?
are blending both of your cultures though.
But then,
so you
then
got
that
white
means- that
and the
means
black.
That they appropriated Belgian culture back in the day by making chicken. The first person to make chicken and waffles appropriated culture, one way or the other. Whether it was a Belgian or a black person, they
Yep.
appropriated that culture.
Very true.
Oh gosh, but you know, if you really think about it, the fried chicken probably did not start in the south of the United States.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
No, fried
I mean,
chicken started most
Asia,
definitely elsewhere.
Asia,
elsewhere.
Europe. I mean, chicken. It's kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken is everywhere. But if you're talking about truly like Southern style, classic like
a good
American
point.
fried
Good point.
chicken,
Yeah.
that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
so
I think most people in the North American continent can recognize that that Southern fried chicken
Is a
that's
totally
a
beast- is a whole nother
different-
beast.
Yeah, that's a whole different ball game.
Popeyes
It's
chicken.
so good though.
It's
It is
so good.
good.
I've been craving fried chicken for so long, and now that I'm on this
Man,
diet, it's
dude.
just like-
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
speaking of fried chicken,
Okay.
I just gotta.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna name drop right now.
All right.
The Southern Kitchen here in Tacoma.
oh, I hear that's good.
Oh my god, dude! The Southern Kitchen, they make the most authentic, like Southern style, quote, soul food that you will ever have in your goddamn life.
Who runs it?
I think it's a small black family.
Okay, good.
Actually,
good. I was about to say we got to go
How
fucking
small
shut
are
that
they?
place.
very small.
They like 3 feet.
Yeah, they're I think they're pygmy sized.
Okay,
Yeah,
You can't say that.
you can't say that.
It's culturally inappropriate.
Oh shit!
That's inappropriate. I'm gonna bleep that out.
Please do. I would love to hear a boop on the show.
They're beep size, just
They're
to confuse
beep
all our
sized.
listeners.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know this whole thing has me bummed.
They
out.
are the size of people.
Maybe if you can go there, I'll just go like
Yeah.
you know. So they're beep size, and then
man.
it'll leave everyone guessing.
You know what
I
my,
said?
You know what my
Kofefe?
Kofefe?
You know what my dad used to call me and my little sister when we were growing up? Niglets.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
My
little,
dad-
little baby ones running around.
My dad, being a black man and trying to instill some black pride in us, would always call us niglets.
It's like piglets, but
like
with an
piglets. So it's super good. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm part black. I can say niglets.
N. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I've seen your dad. He
Yeah.
is
He
jet.
is confirmed.
He
He is midnight.
Yeah, he is jet to midnight
He is,
black.
he is noir, as they would say. Oh, shit. Sorry, I spoke French. That's cultural appropriation.
oh shit! Fuck, Max, we can't keep doing.
Jeez.
All right.
Man.
Well, we should stop the show before we do any more
Yeah.
cultural appropriation. So,
Okay.
thank you so much for listening to our ramblings. It means so much to us.
It really does.
That you listen to us talk about everything and anything. Thank you to Munchery.com once again for sponsoring us. We hope to have another partnership with them sometime in the future.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? If you have any comments, questions, fuck your concerns, we don't care. But questions or comments on this episode especially, this is a hot button episode,
Yeah.
and we would love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, anything about cultural appropriation. Let's open up the floodgates.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Remember,
Let's have a dialogue.
like, comment, share,
Subscribe.
rate, subscribe.
Yeah.
All of the above. Share with all your friends. Comment on everything that we send out. Just share it.
Yeah.
Share it with everyone.
If you have anything you want us to read on the ad break, send it to us. Our ad spots start at just $5. So get them while they're cheap. Get them while they're hot. Everybody
$5.
wants a piece.
$5.
$5 ad spot. There's our jingle.
Exactly.
Is that
Yeah.
where I was
is that
going.
cultural appropriation? I don't think
no,
so. I
it
think
was
it's
made
just
by
theft.
a couple of white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have anything you want to say to a loved one, to your grandma, to somebody you hate, maybe it's your grandma, email us at dishgodshow@gmail.com. We would love to read your messages. Send us, like Little Bear said, anything. Mr. Brown, do you have anything that you would like to plug?
Any closing thoughts?
Oh, closing thoughts. Let's just go with the quote from the good David Lee Roth.
Zibbity bibbity bop. All right.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. This has been Dish Gods, and we will see you all next week.
Keep it sleazy.
Good